and welcome to Otaku no Video. As always, thanks so much for joining me. Today I'm here to talk about the Encyclopedia of Japanese Pop Culture by Mark Schilling. This is a book about Japanese pop culture. It's not anime, it's not manga, although those things are in here in various entries. But this is about that just pop culture that Japanese creators live in. And what this gives you is context. There are so many references in anime and manga to just things about being Japanese, and it's just part of what these creators live in. So there's lots of stuff that isn't exactly a reference, but is also like, if there's a parody of a Yakuza film, so what's a Yakuza film like? This talks about that. Samurai films, things like that. And there are some anime and manga specific stuff in here. As you can see, there's Doraemon on the cover. And this talks about stuff like Sazai-san, Chibi Maruko-chan, Chibi Maruko-san, whatever. Doraemon, Osamu Tezuka, Rosa Versailles, things like that. But it also talks about things like instant ramen and what that means. SMAP, the Japanese pop group. Various elements of Japanese pop culture that are just really interesting to read about. Tora-san there in the back, who is this the guy in the brown, did dozens and dozens of movies about this one character. So this provides all sorts of interesting stuff, and it's also written in a style that is, I want to say, semi-formal, somewhat chatty, halfway between chatty and formal, trying to go for that encyclopedia sense, but also not stuffy, which is quite nice. And I mean, each entry goes on for pages, so there's lots of stuff in here. The only problem is that the street price on this, the retail price on this is $30 US. A little expensive. So definitely check this out in a library if you can. If you can find it, I mean, it's available used for very low prices if you can find it that way. This is very handy to get to come through. I mean, I ended up sitting down with this and basically reading through it cover to cover. I mean, there's just lots of interesting stuff here, and stuff on things that you may know about, but this provides more details about. You kind of can't get anywhere else. There's just not a lot of English language information about a lot of these topics. So this is just really useful for folks like us. Cool.